There was a big Chicago reunion last night in California when Jason Scheff joined Danny Seraphine and Bill Champlin on stage. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. This all happened at the Rose Theater in Pasadena, California. CTA usually has two of the Chicago guys. Seraphine, who was on all those classic Chicago albums going back to the very first one, Chicago Transit Authority, up until Chicago 19. He left in 1990. And Bill Champlin, who was with Chicago, starting with Chicago 16 in 1982, that was their comeback album, remember? Up until about 10 years ago. But having Scheff in the fold for at least one show last night was very special. He replaced Peter Cetera on Chicago 18 in 1986 and left just a few years ago. My buddy John Zaika, who produced Bobby Kimball's last album, as you'll remember, we had him on our program, is a good friend of Bill and Tamara Champlin. So he was at the show, took all the pictures that you're seeing, and Tamara, Bill's wife, put up a lot of videos on her Facebook page, including CTA playing the classic 1967 Spencer Davis hit I'm a Man, which of course Chicago recorded 2 years later. There was also a clip of Hard Habit to Break, which of course Jason sings along with Bill. It was a number 3 hit for Chicago. And then Robbie Krieger of The Doors joins them on stage for LA Woman from 1971, the title tune to that classic last album featuring Jim Morrison. He also played a couple of songs at the end of the night, a couple of Chicago songs with him too. They played a lot of Chicago last night. So I asked John Zaika, what do you think? Is this going to happen again? And John says, well, actually, Jason was in town for Danny's 70th birthday, which was on the 28th of August. So the official Chicago band has 3 members left from their classic lineup. Robert Lamm and 2 of the 3 of the horn section, James Pankow and Loughnane. And then last night, of course, this probably won't go on forever, and it could be a one-shot thing. We had Jason and Bill, who were 2 vocalists and big vocalists for Chicago. And of course, Danny Seraphine, one of my favorite drummers of all time. So of course the fans, can you imagine? The fans are going nuts. I woke up this morning, there was 22 messages in my Facebook. I had almost as many in my email. Folks going, have you heard about this? And I had no idea till this morning. I didn't know this was even going on. Everyone always assumes that we have scoops on things. We do get scoops. Didn't get one last night, but this is exciting. And you know, everyone loves a good reunion. Already there are people online fighting that this didn't sound as good as Chicago, while others are saying it sounded better than Chicago. The reunion thing is always a happy thing. People like to hear that folks are getting along. And there's been a lot of turmoil in Chicago. A lot of revolving doors. In the end, I think a few reunions here and there, nothing wrong with that. Chicago, of course, is on tour all this week. They're on tour for a little while. Because of copyright, we can't put up the music, but I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and thanks to John Zaika for sharing those. It's pretty cool. Might happen again, might not, we'll see. Tell us what you think. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.